Going live. We're live.
Peace,
Peace.
Ashe,
Ashe.
Islam,
Islam.
Namaste,
Namaste.
Arigato,
Arigato.
Konnichiwa,
Konnichiwa.
Jambo,
Jambo.
Assalamu alaikum,
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam,
Wa alaikum salam.
Rahubet,
Rahubet.
Oseo,
Oseo.
Halito,
Halito.
Que pasa.
Que pasa.
Well, you say que pasa, I say que paso. Sorry. Que paso.
Que pasa.
There we go. Whatever the greeting is in your respective language, I am your humble brother Crumb.
Whatever the greeting is in your respective language, I am Joy Allen of the Memoirs of a Karmic Dynasty. And today I am here in the Crumb TV studio. And our humble brother Crumb will be interviewing me today on the we had breakdown on the what do we say it was?
The Negro Nightmare.
The Negro Nightmare. But what was it? The word on small business, not the breakdown. Oh, I'll be explaining. Decoding small business startups.
Absolutely.
The Negro Nightmare.
Right.
This is economic empowerment.
Indeed. Thank you so much for coming through. You came all the way from Indiana.
I did.
How was the drive?
The drive was beautiful. I enjoyed the scenery. The mountains were beautiful. The sun was out. Everything was great. When I got to Georgia, it started to rain. So I was like, oh, wow, for real, Georgia. But I'm glad to be here. I've seen a few magnolia trees already. That was on my to-do list. So all is peaceful, all is well.
Oh, wow. I'm a little bit envious. I haven't seen any magnolias that I'm aware of. So I might have to put that on my list as well. Yes. So now that you're out here, I wanted to get you to talk about business. Mm-hmm. In terms of the Negro Nightmare, it's been so hard for us to get back to the time of the Black Wall Street. Mm-hmm. How can you add value to what our current plight is?
Well, currently, our plight would be what I would explain as the infancy stage and the adolescent stage of small business. We need to get to a maturity stage in our small businesses. And I don't like to use the term small in front of our businesses. So I'm going to not say that, but it's implied if you like to imply it.
Yeah, a small business for us is a lemonade stand. Small business for the Arab is 40 gas stations. Mm-hmm. So, yes. Anything under 500 employees is small business. Yes. So they got 400 employees. Mm-hmm. Yang Tiger Lily Squatting Dragon restaurant chain.
Yes.
All up and down New York. That's all small business.
Right.
But you and me, we get a little peanut shop.
Yes.
Selling little bags for 10 cents. And the government will give us a $100,000 loan to go to school. Mm-hmm. $100,000 loan for a house.
Yes.
But we can't get $10,000 for a small business loan.
No, but you can get one for a Cadillac.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can get the Cadillac.
Yeah.
You can go in debt for the Cadillac.
Yes.
You can go in debt for the house.
Yes.
Go in debt for your education.
Yes.
But no small business loan. You get $5,000, make it happen.
That's correct.
Okay, please continue. I'm sorry.
Now, do we want to share the master students first in the room? As we do?
Oh yeah, please, okay. Please. Who are the first responders?
So the first responders, we have Abdiel Ben Levi Il from YouTube.
Peace.
Peace to you. We have Ancestors Jean.
Ancestors, dope name.
From YouTube as well. Peace to you.
Peace to you. Peace.
We have Haru, Duke of the Great Lakes. From YouTube, says Justice. We say peace to you.
Peace, Duke.
And let's see.
Well, we usually do the trifecta, the first three. That's the trifecta.
Yes.
Peace to everybody else in the building. Thank you for commenting. If you're in the building and you want to hear more where Joy adds value and Crumbs talk ish, drop your favorite emoji. If you're prepared for her to add value and me to talk crap, then can you drop your favorite emoji, please? Please continue.
Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. I'm navigating the studio also.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So we want to go over the comment, like, share.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause I got that banner up.
Absolutely. Please, family, weigh in. Let us know what you think. If I'm too harsh or critical, definitely check me. If there's some other points that we need to talk crap about, definitely don't forget to chime in on that. Smash that like button, family, and share this in those groups. Not just your page, share them in those groups too. All right, let's go.
And subscribe.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you could do that, that would be nice as well. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, smash the follow button, give us a Grammy. You know how that go.
And your biggest estate.
Oh, Racebook. Yeah. Can't forget Racebook. Yes, shout out to everybody on Racebook. We 52,000 followers over there, so I really appreciate the love and support from Racebook. I am your favorite racist.
Okay. So what I want to do is first share that I am a business owner. I have a number of businesses, and I actually started my first business in 2009, and the foundation of my businesses was from my time in the workforce as an employee. And I actually saw where, you know how we go to work and we like, no, they could have did that better. Or if it was my business, I would do it like this. So what I did was I took the experiences and my own feedback and applied it to myself. And I did not put that energy into that business. I formed my own. So with each business, it came as a result of those experiences. Now, now you would say, well, you have a business, so how'd you keep working to get other businesses? So our humble brother Crumb has spoken already about loans for businesses. And one thing I do is when I need some startup costs, I will go to the plantation for a short amount of time and get the money I need and dip out.
Could I add value
Please
to that
do.
part? So now, I think one of the biggest problems with our people is that we don't know how to use that plantation or the system.
Mm-hmm.
We work for money. We don't let the money work for us.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I mean. Nobody, I want to say this one more time for the people in the back. Nobody should be working to collect a check. I know living check to check is such a hard thing to do. And sometimes it seems near impossible, but where there's a will, there's a way. I want to be a little optimistic for the family and say no one should be living check to check. And with that said, how should you work? You should work for the intention of saving up money for a goal. If you're not working to save up money for a goal, you're just working to get money, then you're working for the wrong reasons. Money should never be the goal. There should be a goal, and money can help you meet that goal.
That's right.
And one more thing before I pass the mic. So now you're working a job, and you're saying, hey, I want to work this job for the next 2 years. I want to be humble about it.
Okay.
Because I'm saving up slowly.
Okay.
But for those 2 years, I'm going to save up. I'm going to buy everything I need. So by the time, I develop my business plan, my this and my that, then at that point, I can walk off the plantation without starving to death.
That's right. Yep. So what I want to say before we go any further is okay, so you know me, you know it's my intention to assist us with detaching from the example and the template that the system has provided to us.
Right.
And you also know anytime that I attempt to assist you with disassociating, I always do my best to give you something in its place.
True.
So I want to say that the reason I'm coming to you all today, another reason is because, and I want to keep it short to not get too far into it. So work with us here if you can. We have been provided from this system, through this system, a small business startup template. And I am here today to let you know that the template is false. Of course, we know they lie. The template is false. And also to share with you some tools, some study opportunities for you to know for yourself that is false, and for you to advance into your own businesses for yourself. So even if you have a business, you can do more with your business. There's always room for growth. So what I want to share with you is to have an open mind today, to work on clearing out as we go the crap that they have given you and replace it with a tool that we provide you today, or use the opportunity to, again, study for yourself and make it your own.
That's right.
So yeah, I would go to a job, to the plantation, and work long enough to get the startup costs. And then I would go on with my business. So that way I don't owe anybody any money. I don't, so the loans Brother Crumb talked about with the interest and other things attached to that, as well as the contract time, I do not owe anybody any money when each business opens and as I proceed.
Now, startup money, we as a people are new to this. So can you break that down for me real quick, please? Okay.
So the template, we know, and I'm going to share some of my experiences with you all, because this is personal to me. And I need everyone to know that I am speaking from experience. I am here to be transparent. So if you have any questions, I'll answer them. If there's anything that I need to address after the broadcast, then you can contact me afterwards, and I'll assist you there.
How can they contact you?
You can contact me on, let me type my.
Now, you're putting yourself way out there, because people love to contact me. Crumb, how do I do the startup? No, I don't know.
Yeah, don't contact Brother Crumb.
Right.
You can contact me. Actually, already came. Yeah, this is my Gmail right here. You can contact me on my Gmail. It's mkdtnt@gmail.com. You can also contact me on my Facebook at Joy Allen. Send me a message, inbox me. That'd be great.
Now, I don't want to change the direction from wherever you are about to go, but so these people are going to contact you. How do they know that you know what you're talking about? Do you got like any receipts or anything?
I have receipts, and I brought them because I know some of y'all don't know me.
Well,
and I'm not good with people I don't know either.
Right.
And for the record, I dislike strongly salespeople. So I'm not here to sell you anything. And I strongly dislike liars. So I'm not here to sell you any falsehoods either. I'm bringing receipts. And I seen somebody say, get out your pen and paper.
That's right.
Please do so.
Because we're not selling no dreams. We really here to facilitate a better tomorrow. You know, not to be cliche, but seriously.
Okay, so first we're going to talk about finance, startup costs. And then what I want to do is go to some of the false scripts that the system has given everybody, which I think stumps a lot of people and creates some self-barriers. Or self-sabotage. So first, what I want to explain is, speaking of receipts. So I have an accounting degree, so I'm familiar with accounting. I have worked at H&R Block. I was a manager. I actually started out as a tax professional. And my third year in, I became a manager. And so when they gave me a brand new store that year, so I marketed that store, I staffed that office, and we had a ribbon cutting ceremony, a grand opening, and all that stuff. I've also so that's where my first business came from there. To advance that business, which is the tax business, I went to work for the Indiana Department of Revenue. So I'm familiar with the state tax inside and out, and not only individual tax, but I worked for the business side of the Indiana tax. And I actually helped set up the program for when everybody switched over to electronic. I helped set up that system for the electronic filing of tax returns for businesses. And then so not only did I go to the plantation to get startup money, I went to the plantation to get firsthand experience, and they pay me instead of me going to a school to learn some things.
Ooh,
so that's a tip also.
Shout out to Indiana doing big things out there. We can get a roll call real quick. Where's everybody at? Tell me what city and state you're in. Roll call, starting with Indiana. Big up to Indiana.
So then what I did for further advancement with my that tax business was I went and I worked at the Internal Revenue Service. So I have experience with refunds, balance due, so of course payment arrangements, identity theft, all kinds of stuff. I can't even credits to your account. And actually also I want to say I am going to go more in detail one day with each topic that I'm covering today. Today is just going to be a general overview, so stay tuned for the specifics on each individual topic. And I'm also writing a book for small business, and so the tools you are getting today is just a snapshot of what will be in my book, and I plan to have that book done by the end of this year. So I left H&R Block. I left the IRS. I worked there. While I was there, I was an instructor, as well as I was an instructor when I was at H&R Block. And so for my tax business, I not only prepare tax returns, and people think that when April comes, my business is done. My business is year round. As I tell people, the IRS does not close, so my office does not close. It's year round. And I also teach tax classes there for my clients and I also I'm managing these comments, y'all. And I also recently took a course. It was a short course. Now this I paid for. It was a short course, and it was not a lot of money involved compared to what I'm making today. And I'm going to show you the receipts for that as well. I actually have the I-10, the temporary identification number for people who don't have social security numbers to file tax returns. I am an acceptance agent with the Internal Revenue Service.
That's right.
To process those applications for people who don't have and are not eligible for social security numbers.
Now, if I could, I just want to talk about that course that you took real quick. I was talking with Red Pill, and I think he was probably one of the bigger names I've been aligned with, and I told him I wasn't shocked that he had linked up with me because at that time I knew I had went to the next level, and he says to me, "Well, what gave you the indication that you went to the next level?" And I said, "I have finally started investing in myself."
Yes,
and that's one of the things I do differently now. So versus buying $100 pair of Jordans, I'll buy $100 course on YouTube marketing, or how to build an Instagram brand, or
right.
I invest in my growth as a professional. And I think a lot of times us as melanated people, we don't groom or look at ourselves in that light as a developing professional, right, to where we would even invest in any type of growth and development.
Right. And we should. And that's one thing me and you had talked about, how our and I'm writing down as we go where we're supposed to be at, so we'll get back on topic.
Okay, great.
We had talked about how, well, you were talking about how when growing up, some of us are taught to go to a job, not to be a boss, have your own business. So that goes in alignment with what you're speaking about right now. You have to invest in yourself, not invest into the system and continue to keep them richer and their pockets full.
Yeah, you know, we as Negroes, blacks, coloreds, coons, jiggables, porch monkeys, cotton pickers, moon creek, whatever you want to call us, we as a people have been taught to go to college, baby, so you can get a good job. Well, this is the thing. I'm not raising my children to go get a good job, you know, because at the end of the day, they're going to invest in that company, and that company will never do for them what they would do for themselves. And I'm going to give you a case in point. So now, Donald Trump, because we talk about a good job, Donald Trump is the president. So now Donald Trump, he can't just make his son the president.
That's right.
His son got to go out there and on a campaign trail.
Yep.
Now, me, for Crumb TV, I can make my baby president. You know?
Yep.
Because I'm a boss.
That's right.
But this is the thing, and you said this. A lot of the family, they not raising their babies to be bosses. Now, let's say they go to college and they get a good job and they're a boss. Can you explain that? If you know, how can you be a boss but not be a boss?
You went to college and you have a job,
right?
And you're a boss. You're boss-ish.
You're boss-ish.
You're like a boss. You're not a boss.
You're not a boss. You know, Trump is boss-ish.
Yes.
He's like Khalees, Nas's ex.
Yeah, he's a boss.
He's not a boss. He's just bossy.
Bossy.
Because, you know, well, Crumb, why is Donald Trump not a boss? Because Donald Trump can't just make his son the boss.
That's right.
Me, I can make my son the boss. Because I call shots.
Yep.
Donald Trump don't call boss shots.
Right.
He's bossy. He's boss-ish. But he's not a certified OG Bobby Johnson.
That's right.
So now what we should be doing is saying our baby, you know, college may or may not work for you based on your business aspirations. Are you going to college to further your business acumen so that you can better start your own business, or just to make you someone who can be a high-paid house slave?
Yes.
I'm sorry, a house Negro.
Yes.
Okay, please.
Okay. So we have the master students sharing their locations.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the family.
Yeah. You want to hear the locations?
Not really,
not
but
right
I'm so glad that you're sharing them and everybody can see them.
Oh, I didn't share them.
Okay, well, I'm so glad everybody's here.
Yeah, I lost track of that somewhere. Okay, so moving on, we were talking about so I was sharing the receipts of my first business, which was the tax business.
Right.
And there's more. Actually, we have a a small PowerPoint. So I'll be sharing some of my actual documents to share with everyone the receipts.
Yeah, because I want to know how to get my business jumping.
Yep. So first I want to share, we're going to go back to the finance. We was talking about that. So small business startup costs.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to share with everyone this false template. And we're going to talk about this. So, you know, when they give you the template for small business startup, and we have in there a brick and mortar. So we have your location. You have your utilities, for example. So gas, lights, cell phone bill, internet connection, water, maybe depends. And if you have, when you have a business, unless you're renting, if you own it, and even if you rent it, you have the insurance for the property. So that's another one. And also a few other things we'll cover. And I want to say that and those of you who are here and you are sharing your business startup and experience, you know that once you get started, the tools you actually need come to you. So what is in that template? And I'm going to share my experience today, and I'm going to give you some resources to get rid of, disassociate with that false template that they've given us. So for example, I'm going to give you a resource right now. So for everyone, even if you have a business, it does not matter how long you've had the business. If you contact, I'm going to say when you contact,
that's right,
your local SBA, Small Business Administration in your state. Now, states, depending on your location, they have different ones. So find the one nearest you.
Every state has one?
Every state has one.
And it's
as far
called,
as I know.
So I can probably go on like Google and just type in Georgia SBA.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. And so what the SBA offers, and I'm sharing this with you all because I've done this myself and it works. And what happened was, the same way I'm sharing with you all today, I've come into contact with people and I've been encouraging them while they're on their journey to business ownership. And I found that I was kind of sharing the same thing. So I was creating a pamphlet, like a book, instead of keep repeating myself. So that's how I got here where I'm at now with this sharing part of myself. And, I'm going from a pamphlet to putting it in a book because there's so much more that I'm learning, and we're going to continue. So yeah, Google SBA, the Small Business Administration in your state, and find your local one. So these are some things they offer. They offer a ton of things. It's a big umbrella. So there's a lot in there. So you will experience, your experience will be different from mine. You will tap into some resources that I didn't tap into because it was not specific to what my needs were. So, but here's some examples for you.
I don't know. I got needs. I need money.
The SBA offers free coaches, free business coaches. When I started out years ago, I had one business coach. Today, because of the growth of my businesses, I have 4 business coaches.
Oh wow, really?
And they all are free.
What do they do for you?
So what they'll do for you, we're gonna go into that too. So now what I want to share is, when I first started out, I had 2 business coaches, not realizing they were in the same umbrella. So what I was able to do was say, well, no, I don't want to work with you. I just want to work with this person. You can switch out your business coaches. If it's somebody you don't work well with, you can get rid of them and get you another business coach. You can do that and get as many as you need. Now, the business coaches, they each have their own area of expertise. So they're subject matter experts. So you'll have to do like a general meeting. And then if whatever it is they cannot do, they know a business coach that can help you. So that's how you will end up with more than one coach, possibly. Also, what they do. So let's go back to the startup costs in brick and mortar. What they will do is help you scratch it off on your false template that the system gave you. They provide free office space. It's called an incubator site.
Oh, right. Nipsey Hussle had one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, business incubator.
Yep. So what I crossed off my list was the location. And when you cross off location and rent and all those other expenses, your startup cost goes down drastically. Especially when you don't have to pay utilities and insurance and all that other stuff.
What?
Drops drastically.
So you got a place?
When I started out with them, they offered me 2 offices.
What?
For free.
Come on, somebody. White Jesus.
Now, honestly, I declined both of them, and I'm going to tell you why.
You got some explaining to do.
My target audience. Now, you must keep in mind, when you have your own business, your target audience, that should be your primary focus, not yourself. There's primary focuses. Your target audience is one of them. So my target audience, like 80% of them ride the bus. the public transportation. And both locations offered public transportation, but one was in a not so well area. The other one was a little ways away from the bus stop. And then I looked around. I was already in the process of looking, like we looked, and they brought me that information. I was like, that's cool. But I actually I'm aware of some other locations that fit my target audience. So I'm going to continue to look. So while they were setting up the free offices for me, I actually came across an office space that not had one bus line running through there, but like I think 6 buses run through there.
Wow.
So that brings more of an audience and more people to my office.
Right.
And the second office that I end up getting myself had it had 3 bus lines going through there. Now, this the thing. That information, like I said, when you start, as in life, things you manifest and how you speak and what you want to come to you will come to you. A lady came to me, a client of mine actually, and she shared with me, a tax client. She shared with me an office space she had found, and she told me this place had other offices available. So I went and looked, and this office space is close to $100 a month. All utilities are included. I don't pay anything but just that rent amount per month for that office space. So that office space is the one where you'll see in my videos. It's in the background. That's the space I'm speaking about. When I got there, those people could not accommodate the classroom space for another one of my businesses, which we'll talk about later. And so, but they knew somebody. And so I went to visit her, and she said, yeah, I got a space. I'm rarely even there. You can have it. It was under $100 a month. And then when I considered all of the people that I would get at those 2 locations versus the 2 free offices, that's why I declined the 2 free offices, so I can reach more people. So coming out of my pocket a little bit was nothing compared to the amount of people I would be able to reach and help so that they could support their families better.
Wow, look at God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can't get you out of slavery, but he can save you a couple dollars here and there.
That's
I tell
right.
you what, you're blessed. So no, seriously. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
When you said the coaches and the SBA, I kind of scoffed at you. I'm like, oh my God, what's this little whatever here and there? But really helping you get into a place like that.
Yes.
I think that may be worth even me looking into. Now, granted, my little studio is here at the house. I can kind of walk around naked or do whatever, but just to have that professional element, because we are in the basement right now, and there's an annoying water heater down here. So if I can get into a professional space, I would really consider that a one-up. And I'd probably have to really consider it because for me, it would add travel, but it would still be the next level of professionalism and business development.
Right. And also what money cannot buy, well, it can, but it's free. And that is networking. When you're in that office space, the incubator sites are the people that occupy that space. They have the experience. They've been in business for a while. So they're there to assist you. And a ton of resources come from them. And I received a ton of my resources from such people myself.
Wow.
You was going to say something?
No, please.
Okay. So another thing, the Small Business Administration, they will list you on their website of businesses. And then you've been to some stores and you see they have that SBA sticker. So you'll get one of those you can put in your office, your business space. And also, what do they do? So after when you'll get listed on the site for I think a year. After that, you pay for membership. There's all type of membership after a year. Membership, what is the word?
First year free?
Yeah, first year free. All type of membership.
Dues?
No, perks.
Okay, perks.
Something
Yeah,
like that,
okay.
Perks. So one of them is for my business. I'm going to talk about it later. They actually No, hold on, let me start first. Let me go back. When you have a business coach, your SBA dues, your SBA fees are reduced because you have a business coach. So that's another advantage of having a free business coach, is when you want to take opportunities of SBA, is voluntary if you sign up and become a member and pay fees. So it's not something they force on you. It's not something they sell, pitch, and all that. They just offer it. If you want it, they assist you with going through the process. But one thing they're doing for me is when this one business, I'm waiting on the COVID to let all the people go back to work so that can go through, because some of my paperwork has to still be processed through the state of Indiana and the workers are not there. The SBA provides a launch party for free.
Okay.
So you'll have your networking opportunity there. People can come and you can invite your own guests, and you'll work with someone with your coach to set that up.
What is a launch party? It sounds awesome, you know.
So a launch party is where the SBA throws a party and they advertise it so that people who are interested in your business will come there, and then you can network with them and grow your business even at the party.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta jump on that.
Yep.
That's peaceful.
So, you know, there's balloons and all, however you want to set it up.
Right.
But it's a celebration of your advancements.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And your accomplishments.
Yeah, shoot. At my joint, that's gonna be hen dog. I'm just joking. I'm joking. No, but please continue.
Okay. So that was a finance. What else be on there? But yeah, check them out. They'll do some stuff for you.
SBA, Small Business Administration.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, for example, look, we're going to talk about the business that they helping me with, and it is a technical school. And my technical school offers welding and forklift certification. So, I am not a teacher. People ask me about that. I'm not a teacher. I just set up the business like my tax business, and I have contractors working for me and or employees. So that's why I have so much time to be on Crumb TV or Branch of Knowledge or my own channel, or a guest on other people's shows, and do also and have my 7 grandchildren. I got time for all of that because I'm a boss. I create the jobs. I start the business. I create jobs and opportunities for people. And at the end of the day, I'm like, what do I do next? What do I do next?
Wow.
So I'm creating and sharing with people opportunities. So let's see, go for the technical school, welding and forklift certification. Yeah. So I have instructors. And so the 2 office spaces that were given to me through the SBA was for that business. And let me see here. What else? Small business. Hold on, y'all. Navigating this broadcast studio. Okay, so I have instructors, I have locations, I have materials. So this is another thing I did with my businesses. Again, I got the knowledge of it and the startup from being an employee there. So the experience of being somewhere is important to me. So what I did was I went and through the process that the students that goes through my technical school would go through, from the day that they start up to the day they receive their certification. So I had my instructors teach me welding, and there's the MIG welding, TIG welding, and stick welding. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. And then with the material handling, that's what it's called, but it's called forklift material handling. So I learned the different forklifts, so I know how to drive those as well, operate those.
Well, if I could just change the gear just a tad bit. I know that when I went to Indiana, because you had brought me out there, our gratitude for that, you had showed me how you have really beat the system in terms of qualifying for certain things, because you're a veteran, because you're a woman, because you're a minority, you know, because you have children or whatever like that. Can people advanced based off some of these categories? I think they are. I don't know how that works. How, can you talk more about that?
Yeah. And I'm going to share the receipts for those too.
Mm.
So yeah, when you contact SBA, you will so they have different programs. So I am a veteran, so I had veteran opportunities given to me as well. But you, even if you're not a veteran, you still have a ton of opportunities available to you. There are just some categories of your life, and when you talk to your coach will link you up with the programs that can assist you according to who you are individually.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it's important for me as I go through these too.
You were telling me some of those things help you get government contracts.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about government contracting too.
Okay, sorry. Let me back up. All right,
okay.
Please.
So what I like to do is not just open up these businesses and put people to work. I like to go through the experience myself. So that's why I took the welding classes and I took the forklift classes, and I actually went through the enrollment process. So I know how they will interact with my staff. And so and along the way, when you do that, you'll see some rough edges that you need to smooth out when you go through the experience that the people who come into contact with your business will go through. So that's just a tip for everyone to think about doing that as well. Let's see. Can we look at some receipts?
Yeah, let's go. Let me see what we got here.
Okay. So now when you start your own business, some people's like, okay, where do I start? How do I get in here? So with some people, depending on what your business is, and me and Brother Crumb, we talked about the difference between a hobby and a business.
That's true.
So we can talk about that as well if you all would like. And I share with him, with my tax background knowledge, that on the tax form, they have a line for hobbies, a tax line for hobbies, and they have a tax line they have a whole form for small business. So there's a difference between the two.
Let me just harp on that one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the family out here, because when we're dealing with business, it is a Negro nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we have I know we have a huge issue with how we do business.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us conduct our business more so like a hobby.
Yes.
Somebody was telling me, they said, you know what the difference between a goal and a dream is? They said a dream is only in your head. A goal is something that you've written down. Until you write it down, you don't got no goals. You just talking in your mind, and you going over things, you daydreaming, you dreaming, whatever like that. So now when the family goes to do their thing, they just do it not every day because plan A has to win. They just doing it because I'm bored.
Yeah.
This is what I do in my free time. Mm-hmm. Versus I live this, I eat this, I die this.
Right.
I don't have a plan B.
Mm-hmm.
My plan A is matter of fact, my business, my uncle started it for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was cleaning pools.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to swim. Went to the deep end. And he said, to work this business, you're gonna have to learn how to swim. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the YMCA, I'm gonna take some classes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Unc did, right? Unc, he just pushed me in the water. Ain't no plan B.
There's no plan B.
You either sink or you swim. And even though I didn't like that, I understood how to approach these things.
Mm-hmm.
You go in head first.
Yes.
Let me tell you this, because I said I wanted more feminine energy on Crumb TV, and this one sister, I wanted her to get on, but she was busy planning.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, plans are good, but let me tell you the difference between these two men. One man studied for 5 years; he got a degree.
Mm-hmm.
He studied for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the 5 years, he got a degree and he was ready to go and do what the other man just did for 5 years.
Yeah.
At the end of those 5 years, who was in a better position? The man that did it for 5 years or the one who studied and then just started after the 5 years of studying?
The one who did it. The
So-
hands-on.
So, with that said, it's important to plan. It's important to study. It's
Mhm.
important to, draw and map out your next move.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, ain't nothing to it but to do it. There's
That's
only
right.
one way to learn how to drive.
That's right.
Keeping it mature in terms of
Mhm.
sex education. There's
Mhm.
only one way to educate yourself on sex. You can't teach a man how, these things have to be done. There's nothing to it but to do it. And I
Mhm.
think a lot of times our people, we don't grab the bull by the horns. And I just want to say that part just to, just go into it,
Yeah.
seize the day.
Mhm.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And with that being said, with goals, one thing that my first business coach taught me was to declutter your mind. And it's important to write the things down, what you want to do, and to set dates, which Brother Crumb mentioned as well. And then it allows more space in your head for other ideas.
Well, and the reason I talked about the set date part is because you said a lot of people approach you who want to start a business. And tell me the typical exchange.
Okay. So this is the script that we have been provided, and we're going to work on rewriting our own script.
Uh-oh.
So this is the script, and you all are familiar. Here we go. So there is this saying that we need to start our own businesses. And then some of us do. And then some of us say, oh, I'm starting my own business just to be in the in crowd. You know what I mean? So they say, I'm starting. So I say, okay, so what's holding you up? Where are you at? And they say, well, I need a location. I'm like, oh, well, the SBA got free locations for you. Oh, okay, well, and I say, well, what else is holding you up? Well, I just need some time. I need to get some things together. No, what you need to do is drop the procrastination, drop the excuses, and drop the BS, and just get to work. Just do it, like Crumb said. Just get in there and do it.
Right.
Mhm.
Absolutely. We talk so much crap about our children, pushing them out the nest, getting their first job and this and this and that, but nobody want to start their first business.
Mhm.
We can sell hot plates Friday night after the club,
Mhm.
have little socials at our houses, but we can never parlay those things into a restaurant. And I'm not saying never, because we do, but so too many of us have a hustle that has not been legitimized, that can perfectly easily be grown into something of worth, to where it can be passed down as a legacy to the children, to where we can have our classical Sanford and Sons again.
Yes. And also I did a live when I first started appearing on your channel when you gave me the show, and it was called Q&A Sum It Up Sunday. It's on Branch of Knowledge. And we were talking about small businesses in brief. We were talking about the fact that I would be covering this topic, which I'm doing today in part. And somebody said, well, I have a small business, but it's kind of hard working with our people, and our people don't respect me, and our people want a handout. And I share with them as politely as I could that you need to change your target audience. If you have people come into your business and they don't want to invest in you, they don't want to pay you your worth in your services, get rid of them. And I'm speaking from experience. And I'm also going to say not all money is good money. We know that saying as well. In my time with having my tax business, people come to me, they want a discount. They want to get well, can I have it free this year and I pay you next year? No, you're gonna pay me what the fees are, and or you can just leave my office.
Right.
And I look at them straight like this, and they get up and get out, or they pay me the fee and they get their service. I've had a lot of people I've had to drop, and they don't care. The headache is not worth the headache to me, and it's not worth the money. I got other things that I have multiple streams of revenue. I'm not a material type person. So as long as I have my necessities, then I'm well in life. So I focus more on my cosmic currency. And I've gotten a lot of that through my business experience. So yeah, focus on your cosmic currency as well.
Cosmic currency, that's powerful.
Yeah.
That's righteous. That's righteous.
So cosmic currency would be an example of
well, let me just ask you to hold that thought, because you said something previously I wanted to harp on. You know, the fact that we say our people don't support.
Yeah.
I know that to be true. And I'm gonna tell you this. I want to give a shout out to all the master's students. I appreciate all y'all. I love y'all. It's a good faithful, I'll say 20 to 50. It's a good faithful 20 to 50 people who just really go hard for Crumb TV, and I'm just so grateful. And I would say it's probably even 100 who, you know, they have my attention. I can appreciate them. But let me just say this by and large for the rest of the other 50-some thousand. You know, when we dealing with our people, talking about support a damn business, family, you don't support, you can't even hit the damn like button. Talking about supporting Black business.
That's right.
Y'all can't even hit the share button. Talking about support Black business. You know, I had said in a rap, as quick as a mouse click, I zoom on a broomstick. And you know, it was funny in terms of wordplay, but thinking about how quick it is, how easy it is, a nanosecond to just click the mouse to hit the like button.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't even do that.
You can't even click the like button.
So now
share the video.
We trying to get Black people to support a Black business. We can't even share the videos.
Comment. Where is that?
Comment, we can't even share. Hit. You know. Now this is the thing, and I know you're like, oh well, Crumb is just saying something to get likes.
No.
To support your business. Hey, well, Joy has a tax business.
Yeah.
What does it cost me as your brother? Well, I don't want to do no business with Joy. Fine. Don't do no business with me. Share my business page, jerk.
Yep. And pass out my business cards.
Pass out my business cards.
Yep. Yeah.
Fine. I sell Mercedes. You're not going to buy a Mercedes. But post my stuff on your page.
Right.
That don't cost you nothing. So now you could support Black business, melanated business, or any SBA small startup simply just by showing love.
Yep.
But you know, that's all I want to say. I just want to harp a little bit. Please continue.
Okay. So where was we at? We was talking about the finance. Oh, so I was going to share some of my personal expenses that I was able to cut out of my technical school financial template. So with the certifications for forklift and material handling and welding, there is OSHA training that is involved in that as well. So I have an OSHA instructor. But originally
occupational safety and hazard something.
Yeah. So originally though, it was a journey. So I was out looking for warehouse spaces for the material handling. I was looking for spaces for my welding classes. And then with welding, you know, there's with welding, you know, there's materials you need to weld with and all types of things. So first, as far as the OSHA instructor goes, I wanted my own OSHA instructor. So I was willing to get them trained. And Also, the first aid classes are necessary as well. And so then I needed mannequins, and we need those certification cards. Also for classes, we need laptops, electronic devices, desktops, all of those type things. So what happened was I came across in the city of Indianapolis, Welding School.
Oh, wow.
And the Welding School has been there for 94 years. And the instructor has been there for 45 years, 46 now maybe. So the all of my expense that I had in my what you call it? I keep saying template, but what is a projection? Your financial projections. So it going through with him, I was through that school, I was able to eliminate business cost. There was fire marshals involved with that. And there was insurance, all types of codes and things that was immediately eliminated. And all I have to do is pay the instructor to teach the classes. Just the instructor fee. And the same happened with the welding classes. Material handling. I was out looking for space to. So I was looking for forklift types. I was looking for if I wanted to have the batteries, there was batteries involved, all type of little stuff. But anyway, then you need a technician to come out for if one of the forklifts go down. All of that stuff was in my financial projection. And it all went away because I came across the same opportunity for the forklift material handling class, and I only have to pay the instructor. So there are some opportunities. I just want to share that as we go, as you use these tools, you will come across your own opportunities for advancement as well, and eliminate a lot of those costs that you have projected for your business. Even again, it doesn't matter how long you've been in the business. There's always room to grow and cut some of those costs. I'm sure you wouldn't mind cutting a cost for your business. So we're going back to this receipt. So this is what I want to share. And I know this from working at the IRS, and I know it from obtaining my own for my businesses. So the EIN number, you can go to irs.gov and receive your EIN number there. Also, it takes probably less than 10 minutes to set it up, and immediately you will get this form on your screen, so you can save it to your USB. You can save it to your device, and or print it out at the time as well. And so your EIN number will be issued to you through the Department of Treasury, the Internal Revenue Service, and also you may left. Okay. So also you may have to get some paperwork on the state level as well. So check with your state and see what they say that you need for your business as well. Next, I'm going to share with you all, and we're actually going to close up here in a little bit. So we're going to go through these slides right quick. So I mentioned my with my tax business, I have an I-10 application. Well, I'm an acceptance agent for the I-10 application. So for those who do not have a social security number and are not eligible to have one, for filing tax returns, you will receive a number. So on here, I'm known as Joy Allen. And actually, my government name on my birth certificate is Tisha N. Thompson. Well, no, my social security card, Tisha N. Thompson. So that's me here in the middle, and my business listed on the IRS website. So you got your pen and paper. There's my phone number to my office. You can contact me at that phone number. Let's see. And then let me find, hold on, y'all. Oh, so some books that I read along the way. The Energy Bus is a good book for you to read. It's by John Gordon. And also the E-Myth book, Revisited. So here's an example of business where you can advance. Michael wrote this book years ago, and it actually, he revisited the book. he rewrote it, he put it back out again for the next generation. So this same book is making money all over again. And so here's some receipts. So Crumb, we talked about contracting. So with the state of Indiana, I am a broker, and there are 4 categories you can fit into. There's veteran, disabled veteran, minority, and women-owned business. So as a veteran, I did my application, went through the process. I hold this certification, and I am a broker with the state of Indiana. Also, with the city of Indianapolis, I have my minority women and minority women business enterprise, and broker for welding. So what this does in brief is when contracts in the city and or state are up for bid, like highways or veterinarian hospitals, these certifications get you to the front of the line. So I have 3 of the 4. So these certifications get you ahead of the general public when they go into bid on projects with the city or state that you're in. And last here is another EIN, and this is actually for a restaurant that I'm opening up. And it originally started out as soul food in my business plan. And that's another thing I want to say right quick. Get you a business plan. If you have one, it's never too late to edit it, go over it, revise it. And I create my own marketing materials. So when you create your own marketing materials, I would say a good source to not have to wreck your brain on flyers or brochures or business cards is go to your business plan, and everything you will need is right there.
Well, I want to thank you so much for even taking the time to do this. I know it's really hard because it seems like a lot of our people, we don't get it. We're more so consumers. We're not producers. We know how to spend money. It's really easy to spend money. It's hard to make it, so on and so forth. So this is much, much needed. Can you tell the people where they can find, again, who you are and where they can find you at?
Yes, I'm Joy Allen. You can find me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MKDTNT. And also check me out on my YouTube channel, The Memoirs of a Karmic Dynasty. Also, if you like to email me, if not, message me on Facebook or call me at the number that was on the screen. You can send me an email, and I'll be in contact with you.
Well, I want to leave you the exact same way I came to you.
In peace.
Peace.